In the dimly lit attic of her stepmother's grand but crumbling manor, Cinderella hunched over her workbench, the soft glow of candlelight flickering across her determined face. The attic was cluttered with forgotten relics, broken clocks, rusted gears, and discarded trinkets, all of which Cinderella saw not as junk, but as the building blocks of possibility. Her hands, nimble and precise, moved with practiced ease as she tightened the final bolt on her latest invention, a miniature automaton mouse that scurried across the table, its tiny gears whirring in perfect harmony. "There you go, Gus," she whispered, smiling as the mechanical mouse spun in a delighted circle. The distant sound of her stepmother's voice echoed up the stairs, sharp and impatient, but Cinderella paid it no mind. She had learned to tune out the world below, finding solace and purpose in her inventions. Tonight, however, was different. The entire kingdom buzzed with excitement for the royal ball, an event that promised hope and change for all who attended. Cinderella's stepsisters, Drizella and Anastasia, had spent weeks preparing, their laughter and shrill demands filling the house. But Cinderella had no interest in gowns or dances. Her dreams were made of steel and steam, not silk and lace. Yet, as she gazed out the attic window at the distant castle, a spark of longing flickered within her. What if, just this once, she could show the world what she was truly capable of? With renewed determination, she set to work, her mind racing with ideas. She scavenged the attic for parts, her fingers brushing over a cracked mirror, a shattered chandelier, and the remnants of an old carriage. Piece by piece, she assembled her masterpiece, a mechanical carriage powered by a clockwork engine, its frame reinforced with salvaged iron and adorned with polished glass panels that shimmered like starlight. For her shoes, she crafted delicate slippers from tempered glass, each one fitted with a cushioned sole and reinforced with a lattice of silver wire. As midnight approached, Cinderella donned her inventions, her heart pounding with anticipation. She descended the stairs, her steps silent and sure, and slipped out into the night, her carriage waiting like a promise beneath the moonlit sky. The journey to the palace was a marvel in itself. The mechanical carriage glided smoothly over cobblestone streets, its gears humming a gentle lullaby as Cinderella steered it with practiced hands. The city was alive with wonder, its citizens pausing to stare in awe as the strange, gleaming vehicle passed by. At the palace gates, the guards gaped in astonishment, but Cinderella simply smiled and tipped her hat, her confidence unshakable. Inside the grand ballroom, the air was thick with music and laughter, the glittering crowd swirling in a sea of color and light. Yet, as Cinderella entered, all eyes turned to her, not for her beauty, but for the astonishing contraption she had arrived in. The prince, a young man with curious eyes and an open mind, was immediately captivated. "Who built this?" he asked, his voice ringing with genuine admiration. Cinderella met his gaze, her chin held high. "I did," she replied, her voice steady and proud. The prince's face lit up with excitement. "Would you show me how it works?" he asked eagerly. Together, they slipped away from the crowd, their conversation alive with ideas and possibilities. Cinderella demonstrated the carriage's intricate mechanisms, explaining her process with passion and clarity. The prince listened intently, his own mind racing with inspiration. As the night wore on, they spoke not of dances or courtly manners, but of engines and innovation, of dreams forged in metal and fire. When the clock struck midnight, Cinderella prepared to leave, but the prince stopped her. "Stay," he pleaded. "With your genius and my resources, we could change the kingdom forever." Cinderella hesitated, her heart torn between the safety of anonymity and the thrill of recognition. In that moment, she realized that her inventions were not just a means of escape, but a bridge to a future she had never dared to imagine. With a smile, she took the prince's hand, her glass slippers gleaming beneath the ballroom lights. Together, they set out to revolutionize the kingdom, their partnership built not on fairy tales, but on the power of ingenuity and the courage to dream.